Battle of the Bullpups. I guess. Not sure it's going to be much of a battle. Kinda. Apples to apples? Man, I don't know. Oranges to oranges? Could be. Apples to mangoes? Yeah, maybe apples to pineapples. I don't know. But some people say, absolutely, how are you putting these two rifles? How are you putting these two rifles up head to head? Well, gee, let me think. Oh, okay. First of all, in Canada, they're both non-restricted. That means that I can take them up with my neutered 5 or 10 round capacity magazines and take them out and shoot them wherever it's legal to do so. Big plus. They both use AR-15 mags. Big plus. They're both piston-driven, gas-operated 223 semi-automatics using AR platform magazines. Big plus. So there's a lot of similarities between the two. They've both been adopted by their country's military, although the T97 is a little different than what the Chinese Army uses. Different caliber, there's some different controls, and of course there's the fully automatic function. But let's just say that they're both, for the most part, currently used in one form or another in their home country's military. So there are a few similarities. So let's just jump right into it here, boys. We're going to start at the muzzle and we're going to work our way back to the ass of these two rifles. So, muzzle brakes. There. You know what a muzzle brake looks like. Start with the Chinese one. Press fit. Honestly, I can't say for sure that it's press fit. It could be Chinese metric, but from what I've read, this one is press fit with a roll pin. The Tavor is your standard 1/2 by 28 inch thread. Roll it off. You can put anything you want in there. Griffin Armories, whatever. So, muzzle brake, win to the Tavor. Gas system. Tavor doesn't have any adjustments. The T97 has 3. High, low, and off. Have I ever had any problem with either one of them? Never. I've not had a single failure to fire, failure to extract with this rifle. I'm going to throw a caveat in there, using the good mags. So, gas systems, adjustability, yeah, we'll give that one to the T97. So, you know, there's one good point for the old Chi-Com thing. Alright, let's move back a bit here to the optics. Tavor comes with a rail. It also comes with internal pop-up sights, and in Canada it comes with another set of backup iron sights. It has rails. It has a rail here, it has a rail there, and it comes with the rail underneath, which I took off. So, what does the T97 have? Nothing. So mounting optics, huge win to the T97. I went on and picked up one of these $40 Norinco mounts that go in here for the red dot. It's a little high with the scope. I've had a scope mounted on it, but it is a little high. So win to the Tavor. Now, there are some aftermarket companies. T97.ca makes a flat top upper where you basically cut here, you get rid of your carry handle, you get rid of all this. I believe you cut off your front sight as well. And they put on a very nice lightweight aluminum milled flat top upper on this. You swap out your charging handle for a side charging handle, either reciprocating or non-reciprocating. But you're looking at an additional $330 plus shipping. So there is that. So there are options. I'll cut that in and show you guys a picture of that here in a second. Alright, let's talk about charging handles. T97 has a very small little reciprocating charging handle right up in the middle. And if you got big clumsy gorilla hands, it's really difficult to get in there and charge your bolt. Tavor, left side where it should be, non-reciprocating handle, excellent, well placed, good feel. Win Tavor. Now the big thing with the Tavor is you need to make sure that charging handle, there's a little notch at the very end of the travel. you got to make damn good and sure it's right to the end, or you will have a failure to fire on that one. So make darn good and sure on that. Oh, the trigger. They both sucked. And I mean, when I say sucked, I mean, if you're a bit of a trigger snob and you're used to a good, reasonably good AR trigger or a good bolt action trigger, you're going to fucking hate these. Oh my God. When I got this Tavor, it was consistently inconsistent between 18 and 22 pounds. Let me say that again. 18 and 22 pounds. This one is a long, creepy, scraggly 12-pound pull. Ugh. Can you fix them? Yes and no. I don't know of any factory fix right now for the T97. No drop-in triggers. It uses a very long trigger bar back to here. It sucks. It's horrible. Now the Tavor, because it's down in the States, there's lots of trigger options on it. Now I threw a Timney in it because I got a hell of a good price on it, and it was available. And it went down to a consistently 4.5 pound pull. I have had zero problems with this trigger. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. I've been using commercial primers. I've been using hard military primers. Everything works on this trigger. It's still not the greatest trigger in the world, but it damn sure beats what we had before. Now this is the trigger pack that we get up in Canada. Now if you take a look at the ones you guys are getting in the States, a little bit different. The trigger, the spring, that secondary spring that you guys have is not here. And this one was just honestly horrendous. It worked every time, but I just couldn't deal with it, so I swapped the triggers out. So, trigger win, factory, they both suck, but you definitely can upgrade the Tavor. So just because of the upgradableness, I'm going to give the win to the Tavor. Alright, let's talk about mag release. The mag release on the T97, guys, as you know, is way back here. A hard to press, sharp, nasty little button. The Tavor, right here. Excellent mag release on the Tavor. It's definitely a, it's not a drop, it's a hit the lever and pull it out. So win Tavor. Mag release is just so much nicer. Although there are some aftermarkets coming out for this. I've just found them. Unfortunately, they were sold out. So we'll probably, we may upgrade this T97. I'm still not sure. Bolt release. T97 doesn't have one. You got to rack it back with your charging handle. Tavor has this great big lever back here. So win Tavor. Safety. Now let me just wrangle this puppy around here for you, gentlemen. Safety on the T97 is 180 degree turn at the very back. So basically you have to, you keep with your strong hand on the grip, you rotate your left hand back and actuate the safety. What I've seen in most footage of the Chinese Army training with these, what they do is right until they're ready to engage, they leave the chamber empty and then rack back and then engage. Tavor has an absolutely superb trigger. Sorry, not superb trigger. Yeah, right. It does now. A superb safety. Short little throw, actuated with your thumb. Superb safety on the Tavor. I like it. Alright, mounting accessories. Like I said, it came with a rail on the side, a rail on there. Easy to mount stuff. The T97, nope, nothing. Not as it comes from the factory. Nothing to mount, so you're going to have to spend a little bit more money there. Pistol grip and ergonomics. How does it feel? Well, you know, this is funny. I like the T97. I like the way the T97 fits me. I like the way the pistol grip feels. On the T97, it's got the it's got an empty portion in there that comes with the cleaning kit from the factory, and it looks like we got a hollow handle on the T90 on the Tavor as well. But I got to tell you, I like the way let's say pistol grip, fit, feel, ergonomics. I like the T97 better. It just fits me better. I'm not saying that it's a better rifle, but I like the way it feels in my hand. I like the way it goes up. So for me, T97 is going to be in the win column for ergonomics, or ergonomics, as the grammar Nazis may catch me on. Field strip and cleaning. T97 wins, hands down. It's simpler to take apart and clean. The bolt on the Tavor can be a bit of a see you next Tuesday to put back together, but the T97 is straightforward, easy. Rip it apart, clean it. There's stuff online. I'm not going to rip it down on site, guys. I'm already 10 minutes here, so I'm going to try and wrap this up in about a 15-minute video, 15-18 minutes, so I'll stop yakking about that. Weight and balance. The T97 is 8.6 pounds, and apparently the Tavor is only 7 pounds, but just the balance and the fit and the finish, because I think the difference is, you look at the difference in center balance here. The pistol grip on the T97 is damn near in the middle. This is a little bit front end heavy. I just find, for me, balance and feel is better on the T97. It doesn't feel as heavy as the T97. The T97 doesn't feel as heavy as the Tavor. That's just my line. You know, you may find it completely different. All right, accuracy. Not even close, guys. Not even close. 62 grain Tula ammo or 62 grain American Eagle. We're getting about 2.5-inch groups at 100 yards with this. So let me roll in some. No, I don't have this with me. So anyway, this thing, Norinco, 3 to 4 inches. American Eagle, 2 to 3 inches. Hand loads, 1 to 3 inches. So accuracy is definitely better in the Tavor than it is in the T97. I've got my T97 set up as more as a close combat rifle anyway. Crappy trigger, red dot sight. I can't use a red dot much past 50. That's just me. I have lousy eyes. So that. Now at the beginning I said that this was a AR-15 capable, AR-15 mag capable rifles. Well, that's true to a point. The Tavor so far has fed just about everything I've thrown at it. The only issue I've ever had with the Tavor is with the magazine that it came with. It lasted 8 rounds and it totally failed. The follower jammed up and I couldn't move it. Basically, it crapped out on me. The El Cheapo steel mag that the Norinco came with, this one right here, has been 100%. Only one problem with the T97 is really mag sensitive. There are magazines that simply will not fit in the mag well. Now, I bought about 6 50 Beowulf magazines, and the first 2 I tried fit really well. So I ordered some more, and not a single one of the new batch of 50 Beowulf magazines will fit in that mag well. They simply will not go in. So I'm not sure what happened. The first 2, like I said, 2 of the first 4 I got worked perfectly, and the next 6, not a single one will work. They work perfectly well in the Tavor, but the one magazine that I have found that fits absolutely fantastic in both rifles is the Gen 2 PMag. As you can see, she fits right in there with no issues whatsoever. So, honestly, the T97 is incredibly sensitive to magazines. It does not even like the RRA model LAR-15 pistol magazine. I got about a dozen of them. 2 or 3 will work in it. The only magazine that this rifle will function with in complete reliability is metal mag that it came with, and the Gen 2 P mags. That's it. That's the only mags that that thing will run. So that's problematic when you've got a few different magazine types. The Tavor has absolutely no issues with magazines, other than the magazine that it came with failed so quickly. So, magazines, make sure you buy one. Stay away from the 50 Beowulf on your T97. The new ones aren't working in it. Gen 2 P-Mags work, and just about everything works on the Tavor. So that's a huge, huge difference when you're, oh gosh, look at these mags. Oh, they're a good price. They're available. Are they going to work my T97? You better buy one and find out first, guys, because they may not. Super mag sensitive. You can modify your mags, you can modify your magazine well, but I really don't like grinding in a mag well. You shouldn't have to. You know, I know it's a Chinese rifle, you shouldn't have to. Cost and value. Alright, out the door, you can get one of these for about $1,050 plus shipping up here. So this is a $1,000 rifle. Flat dark earth and a Tavor running about $2,800. Let me rephrase, let me say that again. $1,050, $2,800. Is the Tavor worth the extra money? Thing you have to ask yourself is, what am I using it for? Am I going to go out to the range, fart around, maybe shoot some coyotes, shoot some tin cans, bust some boulders in the dump, you know, run maybe 400 or 500 rounds a year through it? I would say get the T97. You know, make sure you get, you know, half a dozen good mags for it and go out and have fun. If you're looking for just a plain old non-restricted recreational firearm, I would take this. I might even take this over an SU-16. Yeah, I would take this over an SU-16. Would I take it over a Ruger Mini 14? The only reason I take this over a Ruger Mini 14 is because of the fact that it uses 220 AR-15 mags. And the Ruger mags are tough to find and they're very freaking expensive. If you are a little more serious user, you go out and put maybe a case of ammo through your rifle in a weekend. You want to be able to hit what you're aiming for. You don't mind putting a little bit of extra in to get the trigger done up. The Tavor is definitely a more serious rifle. If we roll into complete anarchy tomorrow, which rifle am I going to go outside with? Tavor. T97 is going to be a backup. T97 maybe to my neighbor. T97 to my kid. I'm probably not going to want to go in to do anything really serious with this T97 because of the safety, the magazine release, the crappy trigger, and the fact that, you know, Joe may be running a Armalite AR-15 with whatever type of mags, and suddenly, Joe, I need a mag, and suddenly, oh, gee, it won't, can't get it in. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Don't want that. So if you're just going to go out and play with it and fart around, go with the T97. Because honestly, guys, for the price, money you're going to put into this, you can buy some upgrades to it. You can throw, let's face it, for $500 you can get a case of Chinese ammo, 5 or 6 P mags, and a scope base. You're looking at about $1,500, and you're off to the races. Hell, you don't even need to put it that. You can, you know, find a few mags that work with it and go play with it. Like I say, I'm going to say, a little more serious user, fun gun. Going out, not worrying about, holy crap, I just spent $2,800 freaking dollars on a rifle, man. Ugh. Yeah. Well, you know what? I spent $1,000. $1,000, you can find them used for about $900. You know, and $900 for the rifle. Crate of ammunition, say for 400, you're into it for about 1,300. Another $100 for that'll get you 120 bucks. Will get 160 bucks. Will get you 10 mags, 10p mags. So for what do we have? 1,500 bucks. You can have a case of ammunition, 10 mags, and ready to go. For another 150 bucks, so about 1,900 bucks. Case of mags, case of ammo, 10 mags, and a red dot. You're just over half of this. So that's up to you guys. I can't tell you what you're going to do. Although if you do go the $2,800 rifle, remember, if you get a bad one, bad trigger unit, you're going to have to drop another $350, $400 to make it shootable. So now you're up over that $3,000 mark. Oh man. When you start thinking about it, yeah, I think I'm maybe going to sell my Tavor because I don't use it that much. But it's good to have around. So 20 minutes of bullshit here, boys. In summary, lots of wins for the Tavor. Serious rifle, easy to break down, easy to look after, reasonably easy to look after, good ergonomics, better ergonomics than this. So which is it going to be? Flat out, if you want a play rifle, T97. If you want a serious rifle that you know is always going to be there for you, Tavor. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care later.